Hi guys, good afternoon and welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host Eddie. I've had a very busy, very full week. Work was nonstop, and then as you may have guessed, Thursday night I was unavailable to watch this latest episode of Star Trek Prodigy because I was enjoying the latest sci-fi epic that I absolutely loved, Avatar: The Way of Water. You can check out that review. Should be one of the more recent videos right here on this channel. And so now that I have some time on my hands, I finally watched the latest episode of Prodigy. Really enjoyed it. Got my thoughts and feelings I want to share with you guys. But before I get to all of that, of course, please be warned, like all my review videos, this is a spoiler-filled review. So if you're not caught up on Prodigy by the latest episode, which dropped this past Thursday, you don't want to keep watching and listening, as I will be discussing spoilers, plot details, character stuff, all that jazz. That being said, you have been warned. So this episode finally gave our characters an edge over Starfleet. Well, not really over Starfleet, but now at least one person knows their situation, and it's the best person who could know their situation, which is the real Janeway herself, Vice Admiral Janeway, after doing the whole body swap thing with Dahl, which was very funny, a very funny episode this was. And Kate Mulgrew was amazing. She really captured Brett Gray's performance and little voice mannerisms, so to speak, so well in this episode. And Brett Gray did a great job composing himself as a Starfleet Vice Admiral as well, so that was funny too. And now that the real Janeway knows what their situation is, instead of pursuing them, they can try to figure out ways to help them. But of course, by the end of the episode, they finally drop out of warp and find themselves completely surrounded by Starfleet, by what very well could be every single ship they have available at their disposal. I mean, Jesus, that was a lot of ships. And that was fun. I liked that we finally got, with Starfleet finally, or somebody in Starfleet finally knows what's going on with our characters and the Protostar and why they haven't been able to communicate with anyone and whatnot. So that was cool. And I really liked the whole body swap thing. It was a fun episode. It was a creative way to get the characters to have information, what they need and what they wanted to know. And I also thought it was pretty funny how they referenced, which is probably one of the least favorite and least popular episodes of Star Trek Voyager. It was the weird episode when Chakotay and Janeway, for some weird reason, briefly turn into giant salamanders because their DNA gets messed around or mutated or whatever. I don't know. But it's funny how they were like poking fun at that because I think it was like self-commentary. It's like, yeah, we know that episode or storyline wasn't the best. Sorry about that. But hey, at least we have this episode to make up for it. And this episode finally did something that I was so looking forward to seeing, and it did not disappoint. I love seeing Janeway, the real Janeway, meet hologram Janeway, and how they seem to be almost in sync with one another or know equally as much about the other, and how the real Janeway was able to help program the holo program purge her system of the construct so it can't take over her again, so she can't sabotage or hurt the kids anymore, which is good. But God, I really enjoyed seeing them meet face to face for the first time. Even though it was in Dal's body, it was a nice little trick they did where they turned the camera and we see that it is indeed Janeway talking to her hologram self. So that was awesome. I really enjoyed that. I've been looking forward to seeing that scene play out for quite some time, and it did not disappoint. So that was probably my favorite scene, or if my favorite part in this whole episode. Plus, the body swap stuff was really funny. It was very creative, and it was a great way for Janeway to finally learn about what is happening, what's been happening on the Protostar, and what could happen if they communicate with Starfleet. So now that they have that edge finally, or at least the real Janeway knows what's really going on, hopefully that'll help them with standing down the entire Starfleet, but we won't know until next week. And which reminds me, the next 2 episodes are the final 2 episodes of this season. And it looks like it's going to be a 2-part season finale, but dropping both within a week from each other. So we have next week's episode, and then the week after is the episode dropping on the 29th, and that is the season 1 finale. I should warn you guys right now, I'm going out of town starting tomorrow. I'm going home for the holidays, and I will be away for 2 weeks, so there will be a slight delay in uploading my episode reviews for the final 2 episodes of season 1, but I promise you I will get to them as soon as I am back home and as soon as I can get to it. So thank you so much for bearing with me and for your patience as well. I do appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode as much as I did. What did you think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and feelings on it. Thank you so much for watching. Star Trek Prodigy drops its final 2 episodes for this season on Paramount Plus every Thursday. Have a good one, everyone. Thanks for watching. And of course, until next time, live long and prosper.